Hello children, good morning. Today we will discuss about remaining chemical properties of hydrogen. In the previous video we discussed about the properties of hydrogen like reaction of hydrogen with non-metals. We discussed about reaction of hydrogen with metals. But in this video we will discuss about reaction of hydrogen with metallic oxide. Reaction of hydrogen with metallic oxide means hydrogen gas as a reducing agent. Okay, apart from this some more chemical property like hydrogenation. Then after we will discuss about usage of hydrogen. So let us start. The remaining chemical property of hydrogen means reaction with metallic oxide. Reaction of hydrogen with metallic oxide. Okay, so always remember hydrogen reduces the oxides of the less active metal. That is, it removes oxygen from strongly heated metals oxide when hydrogen is passed over them and itself gets oxidized to water. What I told, hydrogen reduces the oxides of the less active metals. That is, it removes oxygen from strongly heated metal oxide when hydrogen is passed over them and itself gets oxidized to water. It means hydrogen gas can act as a reducing agent. For example, copper oxide CuO, right? When hydrogen gas is passed over heated copper oxide, it removes oxygen from copper oxide itself form water molecule and copper metal is as a product. Okay, so heated copper oxide when undergo reaction with hydrogen it forms copper metal and water molecule. Okay, so here in this chemical reaction hydrogen is acting as a reducing agent. Okay, so let us see what is the meaning of reducing agent. The substance which itself undergo oxidation and causes reduction to other substances are called as reducing agent. You can see here hydrogen itself changing from hydrogen to water molecule means oxygen is being added. Okay, oxygen is added to hydrogen, then after it converted into water molecule. We all know addition of oxygen is called as oxidation. It means hydrogen itself undergoing oxidation by addition of oxygen while it is causing reduction of copper oxide. You can see here copper oxide is changing into copper metal. How it is changing into the copper metal? By removal of oxygen. You can see here from copper oxide oxygen is removed. So copper oxide is undergoing a reduction. Removal of oxygen is reduction. Hydrogen is undergoing oxidation and causing reduction of copper oxide. That's why hydrogen is acting as a reducing agent. While if we talk about oxidizing agent, it can be defined as the substances which itself undergo reduction and causes oxidation to other substances. You can see here copper oxide itself undergoing reduction and causing oxidation of hydrogen. That's why it is said to be oxidizing agent. Right? Okay. I hope you people understood the meaning of reducing and oxidizing agent, and you also understood how hydrogen is acting as a reducing agent. Some more example we can see. Lead oxide, when heated, lead oxide PbO undergo reaction with hydrogen, it forms lead metal plus water molecule. It means we passed hydrogen gas over heated lead oxide. Okay, it produces lead metal and water. Here also hydrogen is acting as reducing agent, right? Ferrosulfuric Fe3O4 undergo reaction with hydrogen. Here also hydrogen is acting as a reducing agent to form iron metal and water molecule, right? So whenever metal oxides undergo reaction with hydrogen, you can say heated metal oxide undergo reaction with hydrogen, hydrogen removes oxygen from metal oxide, right? Next chemical property is catalytic hydrogenation. Next property is hydrogenation. Hydrogenation means addition of hydrogen to unsaturated hydrocarbon. Means hydrocarbon containing double or triple bond in between the carbon. In the presence of catalyst like nickel, hydrogen directly combines with organic compounds and have double or triple bonds between two carbon atoms. This process is known as hydrogenation. What I told, in the presence of a catalyst like nickel, sometimes it may be platinum as well, hydrogen directly combines with organic compounds that have double or triple bonds between two carbon atoms. This process is known as hydrogenation. For example, let us take unsaturated hydrocarbon ethylene, H2C double bond CH2. Okay, this compound is known as ethylene. So ethylene undergo hydrogenation to form C2H6. Ethane to form ethane in presence of catalyst nickel. Okay, so in presence of catalyst nickel, hydrogen is added over this double bond to form saturated hydrocarbon ethane, right? Similarly, acetylene as well, HC triple bond CH. This compound is called as acetylene. Undergo hydrogenation in presence of catalyst to form C2H6, again saturated hydrocarbon. Okay, so we have added here hydrogen over these double bonds as well as on triple bonds to form ethane. Okay, so whenever hydrogen is added over double and triple bond in between the carbon atoms, the process is called as hydrogenation, and it occurs in the presence of catalyst, right? Now come back to the next topic, usage of hydrogen. Okay, so if we talk about usage of hydrogen, hydrogen is used as fuel. Hydrogen is used as in oxyhydrogen blow torch, right? Hydrogen is used in the manufacturing of ammonia, of ammonia. Hydrogen is used in hydrogenation of vegetable oil. Hydrogenation of vegetable oil. Okay. Hydrogen is used for producing artificial petrol. In producing artificial petrol as well as in extraction of metal. So if we talk about the use of hydrogen as a fuel, first point is the use of hydrogen as a fuel. Because of its high heat of combustion, hydrogen is used as a fuel in the form of coal gas, water gas, and liquid hydrogen. Liquid hydrogen is a type of non-polluting fuel, and it is very easy to store. Right, what I told, as a fuel, hydrogen is used because of its high heat of combustion. Hydrogen is used as a fuel in the form of coal gas, water gas, and liquid hydrogen. I told you all, liquid hydrogen is a type of non-polluting fuels, and it is very easy to store. Second point is the use of hydrogen in oxyhydrogen torch. What is oxyhydrogen torch? It is a setup in which a mixture of hydrogen and oxygen is burnt in a specially designed apparatus called an oxyhydrogen torch to produce temperature of around 2500 degrees Celsius. The flame is used for cutting and welding of metals, for melting platinum and quartz, and for fusing alumina to produce synthetic rubies and sapphires that are used as a jewels in watches. Okay, so what is oxyhydrogen torch? It is a specially designed apparatus in which a mixture of hydrogen and oxygen burnt and produces a high temperature of around 2500 degrees Celsius, which is used in cutting and welding of metals. Right? Now come at uses number 3, the manufacturing of ammonia. Okay, so hydrogen gas is used for producing ammonia through Haber's process. Many times I told you all Haber's method of producing ammonia gas. 1 volume of nitrogen when combines with 3 volume of hydrogen, it produces 2 volume of ammonia. This process is reversible and it takes place at a high temperature and pressure in presence of catalyst iron and promoter molybdenum. Right? Then after I told you all usage of hydrogen in the hydrogenation of vegetable oils. Hydrogen is used in the preparation of solid vanaspati ghee from liquid vegetable oil like groundnut oil, coconut oil. What I told, hydrogen is used in the preparation of vanaspati ghee from liquid vegetable oils like groundnut oils and coconut oils. This process is called as catalytic hydrogenation of oils because it takes place in the presence of finely divided nickel or platinum or palladium, which acts as a catalyst. This process occurs at a high pressure and temperature of about 200 degrees Celsius. Right? So what is the use of hydrogen in hydrogenation of vegetable oil? It is used to produce vanaspati ghee from vegetable oils of like groundnut oil, coconut oil. This process occurs, as I told you all, in the presence of finely divided powder of nickel or platinum or palladium, which acts as a catalyst. And this process requires very high pressure and temperature. Temperature is almost of 200 degrees Celsius is required to perform the process of hydrogenation of vegetable oils. Right? Similarly, it can be also used in the extraction of metals. Hydrogen reduces heated metallic oxide. You can see in the chemical property just before we discussed that hydrogen reduces heated metallic oxide to metals, means less active metal oxide. Example I have given you all in the previous video, in this video only just before. Example I have given you all, you can see here how hydrogen is used in the extraction of metal. Okay, here you can see copper oxide undergo reaction with hydrogen. Here hydrogen is extracting copper metal from copper oxide by removing oxygen from copper. So hydrogen can be used in the extraction of metal. More example I have given you all. You can see here lead oxide. Here lead metal is being extracted from lead oxide by removing oxygen from lead oxide. Similarly, you can see here in ferrosulfuric Fe3O4, it is undergoing reaction with hydrogen. Here hydrogen is extracting oxygen from ferrosulfuric and producing iron metal. Okay, so that's all about usage of hydrogen. Thank you so much. We finished chapter first element, hydrogen. Okay, thank you so much.